Populism and Brexit, a sign of the times, was the main theme debated during the meeting of the Network of National Parliamentarians in charge of European affairs and members of the EPP Group in the European Parliament. Opening the meeting, Antonio Tajani, President of the European Parliament, referred to the coincidence that on the same day of the debate, the United Kingdom announced the triggering of the Article 50 on 29 March. President Tajani said that he is against a hard, soft, strong or weak Brexit. Brexit is Brexit, he said, but during this debate we have to safeguard the interests of the Union and ensure good cooperation after Brexit. Furthermore, we have to address serious issues like youth unemployment, terrorism and migration, which have contributed to the rise of populism in Europe. Esther de Lange, Vice Chairwoman of the EPP Group, responsible for relations with national parliaments, said that the populists understand the anger of the people, but they don't come up with concrete solutions. New politics is not about being right or left, but about being constructive rather than destructive. On Brexit, she said,
populism was there before Brexit was there. What we need to do and what we learned from Brexit is that in the UK in particular, Europe has always been sold as something economic, something where you could calculate the benefits. And it was already said years ago that you don't fall in love with the market. People vote and go to the polling stations because they are concerned about their jobs, the future of their children, etc. So if Europe wants to survive, Europe needs an answer to those fundamental questions.
The populism that we are experiencing is an expression of people forgetting the lessons of the 20th century, underlined John Bruton, former Irish Taoiseach and former ambassador of the EU to the United States.
In the case of Brexit, I think what we saw was an English nationalism emerging. England had been the centre of a global empire for 200 years. And if you like, the empire provided English people with their identity. Now that the empire has disappeared, they're trying to find a new English identity. As is often the case with identity politics, they define their identity against something. They're defining the English identity as somehow against the European Union. So this insistence on having an identity that is very strong and very contrary to someone else is, of course, a recipe for conflict.
Thorsten Frey, member of the Committee for European Affairs in the Bundestag, believes that populism is a general phenomenon in the member states. Populism is a reaction of the people to globalization, digitalization and automatization that has radically changed their lives. For him, Europe is the answer to all of these challenges.
Ich glaube, dass wir heute europäische Regelungen in Bereichen haben, in denen entweder Nationalstaaten oder auch Regionen oder Kommunen bessere, effizientere Lösungen finden können, aber dass wir auch viele Bereiche haben, in denen Europa die besseren Lösungen anbietet. Gerade wenn man an die großen Herausforderungen etwa in der Umweltpolitik, in der Großforschungspolitik denkt oder in der Außen- und Sicherheitspolitik, wie gesagt, gerade dort, glaube ich, brauchen wir mehr Europa. Insofern kommt es darauf an, für jedes Problem und jede Aufgabe die richtige staatliche Ebene zu finden.